up? What up? Welcome to today's show, the Think and Reflect podcast show with your boy Ricky D. The Think and Reflect podcast show. Yeah, I miss y'all too. I know y'all always missing me, but I'm here. I'm here now. That's all that matters, that I'm here. I'm here for you all on this May 4th. It's finally starting to look like spring outside up here in Cleveland, Ohio. Again, it's the Think and Reflect podcast show with your boy Ricky D. Calhoun, that is. On today's show, we're going to be talking about some decision making. What has your decision making gotten you so far in life? I was going to go live, but might as well speak my mind. You dig? But on today's show, again, we're going to be talking about decision making. But before we get to that, I want to dive on in and talk about my last show, which was economics. Now, economics mean a lot to us, especially in today's society. But when it comes to economics, etc., you know, you kind of want to have some good decision making. You get it? You kind of want to have that. So today, basing off the last episode, which was economics, today we're talking about, because me personally, like I always say, for those who know me, that don't know me but thought they knew me, they probably thought I was just a pure knucklehead. I was just I don't want to call myself lost, but undecided. Since we're talking about decision making, I was an undecided person, a very undecided individual. I'm a Libra, so they call us indecisive anyway. It wasn't that I was undecided. Me personally, I feel like I ain't had a push. I wanted it, but I ain't want it as bad as I thought. And I ain't had that push. I don't want to downgrade, but it's like I just didn't have the push. But anyhow, I want to take a time so we could get some sponsorships, some pay for these streaming platforms, Spreaker, courtesy of, but we're going to pay some bills real quick. We back. But before I get started with some of these current events, because you know we got the NBA play going, the NBA playoffs. My Cavs got put out, but it's a learning lesson. It would have been great to see them get further, but now I feel like they ready. They a little ready. So yeah, we in the conference semifinals in the NBA playoffs. We got the Heat and the Knicks tied 1-1. The Sixers and the 76ers and the Celtics, rather, 1-1. The Nuggets, boy, Durant, you tarnishing your name trying to get them titles, boy. But they down 0-2. The Lakers up 1-0. They play tonight. Let's go bet MGM. I only made a small, very, very small wager. But the one series, the Philly and the Celtics, but the Eastern Conference, that's they all good. I could give faith in the Suns. They might come back, do some things. But if I had to pick, this a funny one. If I had to pick who gonna be the NBA champion out of these 8 teams, mm, so ooh, I ain't realized how the 76ers got destroyed. Wow, they probably was better off without Embiid, but yeah, the Lakers, Warriors. I don't know. I'm just a team LeBron for some reason. LeBron just one of the best, like they say, if not the best. But the Nuggets got the best overall team. They got everything: shooters, rebounders, passers, defenders. They got it all. So, man, you know what? See, because the Suns might make a comeback. Let me see, because they don't really know how to play, and they say Chris Paul out. The Lakers got a whole nother squad. They actually better than the seventh seed. I'm taking the Lakers. I'm taking the Lakers. I'm taking the Lakers. I'm sorry. Wow. It's either between the Lakers and the 76ers, but the way Boston whooped on the 76ers, it might be the Celtics. They about to make the bring the tradition back. It's gonna be the now if it's the Celtics, if Brian make it to the finals and he ain't got to, if he get past Curry, Curry is like his worst nightmare. He get past Curry, but the Jokovic a beast too for the Nuggets. He one of them. What is he gonna do today? But finishing up this segment, I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I would if it would have been my Cavs, I'd Cavs all the way. But they gone now. Hopefully they make a power move that'll take us over the top. Because just staying in the sports, Cleveland football, I can't wait. I keep telling my homeboy, let's put this little thing together so we can talk. We do it anyway. But yeah, that's sports. But did you know the holiday of the day? Holiday of the day. In a way, I used to call myself this, but I used to call myself, I wasn't really a bully. I just was a young dude testing people, if you could say. But it's anti-bullying day. It's also bird day for you bird lovers out there. Then we got, it's another day. It's a bunch of holidays today. It's one that I really felt like, okay, here we go. There's a few of them. We got International Fighter Fighters Day. Let's give them some credit. Let's give the fighter fighters some credit. Cheers to the firefighters. International Respect for Chickens Day. Too many people eat that. Kids in Need of Diapers Day. So if you know somebody in need of diapers and you can afford to donate, donate. It's a few. National Day of Prayer, National Day of Reason, National Kids Fitness Day, National, my favorite, one of my, Orange Juice Day. I read something about orange juice that say it eats up your enamel, so you're supposed to drink it with a straw. I read that years ago too. I read that years ago. It's also National Weather Observers Day, Petite and Proud Day, Renewal Day. They even got a Star Wars Day, World Give Day, World Password Day. Let's see some things that happened on today, this day in history before we take another commercial break. Oh, the first Grammy was presented in 1959. Ernest Hemingway wins the Pulitzer Prize. 1904, the United States takes over the construction of the Panama Canal. They took over the construction. Let me stay away because I should have thought a conspiracy. No, but I just put things together and then I come to my own conclusion. Think and reflect. Voice your opinion. But we're going to take this break. Yo, we back. So, I'm moving fast, ain't I, y'all? I'm just trying to get this show done for y'all because I'm getting good, but I've been occupied trying to be productive, working on being productive because you don't want to try, you want to do. You don't want to be busy, you want to be productive. The only thing busy you want to do is relaxing when you're done being productive. Have you seen that Bavaria's clothing collection yet? If not, visit the website at bavariasclothingcollection.com. That's Bavaria's, Bravura's clothing collection. Or follow them on Instagram at Bavaria's Clothing Collection. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Bavaria's, a consistent show of dash and spirit, bravery. Yo, that Bavaria's Clothing Collection is getting better and better. Make sure you go follow the website, see what you got, what we got, so you can like. That's Bavaria's, Bravura's Clothing Collection.com. A consistent show of dash and spirit, bravery. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle, meaning your mindset. Yeah, though. But they say in this next segment, we're going to be talking about them Proud Boys. I put an article up on the website, but I'm going to read from the article. So visit the Think and Reflect podcast show at tnrpshow.com. So four of the Proud Boys, including the leader, Enrique Tarrio, guilty of seditious conspiracy for January 6th Capitol attack. Okay, so they convicted four of them. The leader, some dude named Ethan Norton, Joe Biggs, acquittals. Oh, okay, but they found them not guilty of some shit. They found them not guilty of assault and resisting and impending. Man, come on. But they got them under conspiracy. Conspiracy. To they get you with them conspiracies, boy. You better watch who you communicate with. For real. I know. Believe me, I know. But don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms at TNRP Show. That's the Think and Reflect podcast show with your boy Ricky D. Yeah, but them Proud Boys, man, they just trying to prove a point. But if you want to read more, make sure you visit the website, Think and Reflect Podcast Show.com. That's TNRP Show.com. Yeah, man. I got a fun fact for y'all too before I get into this breakdown. I'm gonna make it quick. The decision making thing. I'm gonna make it quick because it's very important concept, a part of our life. The decision making, man. It's like the most important thing when it comes to living. Like to have a life, you got to know how to live. And to know how to live, you got to be making the right decisions. And then sometimes it could be a critical moment and you have to make the decision. But before we get to that segment, which is the Think and Reflect segment, where I get to voice my opinion. And sometimes if you download the Spreaker app, that's Spreaker, you can get live notifications when you go like the Think and Reflect podcast show with your boy Ricky D. Ricky D on the mic. You could be on the mic too. Or you could send a text. Make sure you go on our social media pages. Leave a comment. Topics. Let's get this topic thing going and going because it's always something to discuss that's going to make us better. But I want to let y'all know about this fun fact. And you might wonder why, with this fun fact, why people always, guess what the eyes do? Every second, they move 50 times. That's the fun fact for the day. Every second, your eye moves 50 times. Whoa. And they say we really are just energy. We just energy moving and vibrating so fast that it forms. You ever seen, I'm pretty sure a majority of y'all done seen like the X-Men or, the Marvel shows and stuff like that. But yeah, 50 times in 1 second. But before we get to the second, I want to take another break, pay some bills, support our platform with your speaker. You can all listen to us. You can all You can also listen to us on the iHeartRadio and other streaming platforms. But make sure you download that Spreaker app so you can get live notifications. You can even chat with us. That's on the Spreaker app. Make sure you like Think and Reflect Podcast Show. Don't forget to follow us on more streaming platforms, social media pages. That's communicate. Because once we unite, we become a community. We're going to be that Think and Reflect community. We're going to voice our opinion. You ready to voice your opinion? Because I'm voicing mine. Your boy Ricky D. Be back in a second. This that intro. This the original intro. Hey, I was over here doing the lean with it, rock with it. I couldn't catch the groove, but then I caught it. Lean with it. Yeah, decision making. what I'm gonna do, I got a little quick layout, kind of break down decision making. You know, it's different types. You're influenced by different things to make you make decisions, but they got solutions, techniques. Yeah, decision making. That's what we're talking about today on today's segment, Think and Reflect. Voice your opinion. The segment, Think and Reflect. Voice your opinion. You download that Spreaker app, you can voice yours too. But you can always leave a comment, inbox. We on most social media platforms. You can listen to us later on iHeartRadio and other streaming platforms. But yeah, my decision at the moment was to let you all know where to find these episodes at. I hope you've been listening because it ain't doing nothing but getting better. I hope you getting better. But yeah, decision making. Decision making is the process of selecting the best course of action from among multiple alternatives. I always get that word. Alternatives. Based on the available information and desired outcomes. Decision making. Wait, let me rewind that. Based on the available information and desired outcomes. So, most of the time, people are making decisions off of only the information they have. But in the process of making a decision based on that information, they only going based off of the outcome that they are seeking. Now, this is where the whole problem exists to me, because it's a person going off of just what they know, but what they want from what they know, which is not taking its time to understand the other person or people involved. That's where the problem, right there, we got to eliminate that. But they giving us techniques. You hear me? They giving us a few techniques. They simplified it. I went to my buddy for this. Okay. Decision making can be simple or complex, depending on the situation and the number of alternatives available. So, what's a good example of simple? Simple is, do I want to wake up at 5 or do I want to wake up at 5:30? So now, depending on my situation, which is waking up, I have created two alternatives, either 5 or 5:30. Or maybe I could do it in between and 5:15. So now I've created another option. So that's down here. There's just some techniques, me personally, but it's a technique when I'm looking at the techniques. But now there are various types of decision making models, including rational decision making. That's, if I go in this store and I take this item out the store, was that rational? Was it a good decision? Rational. Okay, hold up. We're going including rational decision making, behavioral decision making, which is probably, I don't know that yet, but they're going to explain it. But that, my opinion is, what I think is, that's more like your attitude at the moment. Okay, we got an intuitive decision making. My personal traits is breakdown. I'm considered as an intuitive person. Like I go off of my intuition a lot. Like I'm really a gut guy, but I'm a rational guy. So I kind of, but at the same time, it's all on you. So that means just cut that out right there. Rational decision making involves analyzing all available options and selecting the one that best meets the desired outcome. Behavioral decision making considers the psychological and social factors that influence the decision making. Like what mood you in, like attitude, character, what I was trying to say. Intuitive decision making is based on experience and instincts rather than logical. Okay, that's okay. That's what it is. That's probably why the rationality, because logic and rational is kind of logic is more scientific, and rational is more common. Like in this situation, this my explanation. In this situation, you know, what's right, what's wrong. Logical is, what you almost back to up here when they say desire outcomes. You being logical, but it's still based on your desired outcome. So, they say rational people supposed to be evil people or something. Logical people, rather. Okay, factors that can influence decision making include personal bias, emotions, cultural, and societal influences and cognitive limitations. Let me look get y'all the definition of cognitive so you can have a better understanding. Because I remember when I first heard not cognitive, I'm like, what does that mean? But I want to give y'all the actual. It's more like just an understanding. It's basically just understanding, like trying to understand them of relating to, being, or involving conscious intellectual activity such as thinking, reasoning, or remembering. So that's what cognitive is. It's basically understanding, using your sense, you know. But some people have limitations. We all ain't nobody perfect, but some things, come easier to some people. But and then things could be like a gift and a curse. When you multi-talented, that's almost like a curse, because it's like you don't really fully dedicate. You might dedicate, but you don't fully because you could do this, you could do that, and it just come. But then it also causes like distractions and confusion. You know what I'm saying? Like you might miss dates. Like you be trying to get things accomplished, but you really can't. But yeah, then you got the cognitive limitations. But yeah, y'all, decision making. Let me get finish this up for y'all. Effective decision making. Listen, I just read this. I promise. Effective decision making involves understanding and mitigating these factors to arrive at the best possible decision. So the first thing to do is make sure you kind of have an understanding before you make that decision. Because it's really critical, man. It's critical. I'm just old enough. I done bumped my head enough, but I always was determined to correct my mistakes or achieve. It's just as a younger adult, I chose the wrong way to achieve, and then your surroundings, your environment, you will take over. Like it'll be more demanding, or it just if you got to be a very powerful, mentally strong, and it's mental health month. I did an episode on mental health a while back, but the month May is lupus. You know, to those I have family members. I'm you know I know for sure, but I think somebody else. But I know for sure my one cousin, she has lupus. So for those with lupus, is all hope you get well, stay well, get better. National Lupus Month, and most importantly, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So decision making, the cognitive, these are things that we really need to, if not even be successful, just live a peaceful life. Once we get old enough to understand how life go, you really just seeking peace. But we only can go after it or try to achieve it through what we know unless we go learn. And learning is lifelong, so you never know everything. So anytime you get a chance to learn, do it. That's probably be one of the best decisions you ever make, is to always try to learn. You might not always get what you want, but as long as you getting better, you getting better. Who knows? I'm an adventurous person, so my goal is the risk for the reward. Is just what risk to take for the reward. Sometimes, but then you got the simple people. That's probably the the simple life. It's the best. I ain't gonna call it the best, but it's the most. But it ain't peaceful because most of the time you under someone else's. You're gonna always be on somebody's schedule, but when it's not based off of you scheduling it, then it kind of gets a little frustrating. And then when you try to do it easy, you it's a consequence of something. Because I done been there trying to get the easy money. It ain't get me nowhere but a bunch of lost time and energy. I try to stay away from the word time, but for y'all to understand, man, and time is money, and money is what we need in this society to live. It ain't what we, it's what we want. It's not really what we need, but the way society is structured, it's almost a need. So, let me get back to this so I can finish this up for y'all. Decision making. But we're gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna come down, and then I'm gonna tell y'all some of these solutions. Okay, we back. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and other social media sites. That's the Think and Reflect podcast show with your boy Ricky D every Thursday at 2 p.m. Supposedly. But yeah, man. Every Thursday at 2 o'clock, check in. You download the app. I might go live on you, and then we can get it in. But yeah, they think and reflect. Let me finish this decision making for y'all. Okay? Some common techniques used in decision making include brainstorming, cost benefit analysis, decision trees, and SWOT analysis. Let me see what, I don't know what that is. What is SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis. Oh, I have read this before. SWOT analysis can be an effective technique for identifying key strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Understanding where you are now can be the most impactful way to determine where you want to go next. Don't forget what I didn't do. Don't forget a bit of creativity and collaboration can go a long way. A SWOT analysis is a technique used to identify strengths. I'm about to share this on Facebook. Let me finish reading this for y'all. SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for your business or even a specific project is most widely used by organizations. My tip too, and I'm a fast talker. For excuses, whatever, y'all. From small businesses and non-profits to large enterprises. But a SWOT analysis can be used for personal purposes as well. While simple, a SWOT analysis is a powerful tool for helping you identify competitive opportunities for improvement. It helps you improve your team and business while staying ahead of market trends. Create a competitive man. This is just crazy. Me and my girl, we was talking, and she doing something. I think it's SWOT. She taking some classes. What SWOT does stand for? SWOT is an acronym that stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So yeah, that's SWOT. Ultimately, the goal of decision making is to choose the best possible option based on available information and desired outcomes. So to make a good decision, make sure you do your due diligence. Okay? Think and Reflect podcast show with your boy Ricky D. Holla. Are you looking to promote to the Cleveland, Ohio area? Well, BeHereCleveland.com is where it's at. Packages starting at $19.99 or register with your email and get a free business listing. BeHereCleveland.com, where it's at.